What's going on, everybody? My name is Joe Hurst, freelance graphic designer, and today we are going to be making some really simple, kind of chic looking sale displays for Instagram, or sale posts I should say. And we're going to be doing these completely for free in Canva. And a little caveat before we begin: I am not a Canva professional. I do not design in Canva, at least not on a regular basis. I may be using it more often because it has some pretty quick and nitty-gritty features. That being said, there are some elements that are very similar to Photoshop and Illustrator, like this ruler, for argument's sake, and grid guides that I can pull out. So without any further delay, let's jump straight into this. So first things first, we're going to go ahead and go straight over to canva.com. You may need to make an account. I believe when I first got here, I didn't actually need to, and it just let me play around for free without being held hostage to doing that. So if you're looking to just play around, you should be good to go. If you do have an account or you're interested in making one, up here on the top right hand side is where you can do that. And first things first, we're going to go ahead and click on this social media little heart icon, and we're going to look to make an Instagram post. So now that we're here, I'm just going to click or press Control and / to hide that side pop out there. And we're going to go ahead up to the top and click on File, and make sure that we have Show Rulers and Show Guides clicked or selected. Additionally, for the time being, I'd recommend Show Margins too, and what that's going to do is it's going to give you a margin in the middle of your canvas here. And then, with that done, what I'm doing is just dragging out these rulers, and they're going to snap to that margin. Like so. So now I can go back to File and Show Margins, and they won't be there. And I believe it was Control and colon. Yeah, so Control colon or semicolon, and you can turn those rulers on and off. So if you want to, before you begin, you can go over here to Uploads, and you can upload, say, a logo, which I've already done. So I'm going to just drag that in and collapse my slide out again. I'm going to go ahead and basically edit this. And actually, no, I'm going to get a background first. So I'm going to go into my elements, and I'm going to look for this square. To find this exact square, if you're interested, you can just type in shapes, and you'll be given a whole host of shapes. We might be using this a little bit more in a moment. And here's an example of where I've pulled this out and it's essentially on a new layer. You can see that it's affecting my logo and hiding that. If you press Control and square brackets, open square brackets, it'll move it one layer behind, or you can right click on the item and bring it backwards or forwards. What I'm going to do is quickly stretch this out, grabbing each corner, just positioning it like so. Now I'm going to look for some more elements here. I think I want a photo, so let's see what we have here. All right, this looks good. So I'm going to drag that in, and taking from my image, I'm probably going to go with some earthy tones here, with the background being possibly lighter than that. Yeah, that looks good to me. So the reason I'd recommend uploading a logo is so that you can essentially brand all of your posts. You don't have to do that, especially if you have a logo that is somewhat obtrusive. However, I would recommend it at least as a minimum, so that you can have something to identify your posts and prevent people from essentially stealing them. Because a lot of Instagram posts are short and sweet and don't have an entire amount of information in them. So I'm going to position some elements here and just kind of flesh things out. This is kind of rustic looking, so I'm going to go with something a little rustic as far as fonts go. We'll change this in a moment. For now, what we're going to do is change the logo. I'm going to edit this image And we are going to go into adjustments, crank the brightness and the contrast all the way up, saturation all the way down so that there's zero color, and that's going to make it nice and white. If there is something that you do want to copy, you can quite literally click on it, so you get this blue bounding box on it, hold Alt on the keyboard, and then click and drag whilst holding Alt, and you'll copy it. And then you can also undo with Control Z or Command Z. I don't know what I want this to say yet, so I'm not going to worry about that. And on the left-hand side, I'm going to pull out some shape here. And then using the shortcut that we learned earlier, Control and open square brackets. And every time I press the open square bracket, it knocks it back further one extra layer. I'm not too happy with this font, to be honest. I think it's a little too big, so I am literally just going to remove it all. I don't know why I've got 15 of them on here, but whatever. I'm also going to get rid of my grid lines. I'm going to go with something a little lighter and airier. The nice thing about Canva is that it already pairs things for you quite well. Oh, I kind of like this. This might be alright. This might be a good start, and I'm going to make this white. Hopefully that didn't fill white. It didn't. Okay, good. So I'm going to bring back my guides. And if you really want to get precise, you can nudge these with the arrow keys like I'm doing here. And you can select multiple elements by holding Shift and clicking them, and then again with the arrow keys you can nudge them. I think that might be a little too bold. And then let's get this and make it white. Bring up my guides again. And what I think I'm going to do is just balance this out a touch by moving it to the right hand side. Probably break that to a new line. And up here at the top, I'm going to realign everything to the right hand side. And then I'm going to finish off our quote unquote branding by clicking Alt and dragging down on this. And then I'm going to go ahead and just put in my handle, which I'd recommend that you guys do also. Shrink the bounding box on this and balance it up on the left here. So now we can knock those off. Probably make this font a little bigger. And there you have it. Something somewhat simple, and I suppose it's chic in its own way. It's quite bold. You guys get the picture. It's really simple and easy to get started with. Once you get done with everything, you can go up here to the top right and click the download button. I would recommend PNG or JPEG. JPEG is going to give you a smaller file size, just as it suggests, and PNG is going to give you high quality images. If you're using images and you're worried about the quality of the images, then I'd obviously recommend PNG. If you have animation, I would recommend GIF or MP4 video. So with that being said, if you like this video, leave a like. If you disliked it, hit that thumbs down button too. You know what else to do. If you want to stay up to date with anything else on the channel, then hit that subscribe button, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye bye.